16-11. Hamilton, who defeated Barneveld, trying to knock out the big man on the back of beating Barney. I tell you what, that's not a bad start from the Hammer way.
Well, he's always proven a bit of a stubborn character, is Andy? Yeah, you mentioned the three losses there to Phil, 16-11, 17-9 and 17-11. They've not exactly been walkovers, have they? Andy Hamilton has not been in the best form this year. He's world rank number 21 now. That is a fall from grace indeed. In November 2013, he was as high as number 5 in the world. 16 spots in 18 months. It's poor from Andy, but he knows he has the game. And he had the game against Barney. But he's going to have to play better here, you feel.
Hamilton dismissed as an 8-1 no-hoper in this two-horse race. Phil Taylor, you've got to put down 14 to pick up 15 with your stake. Is it money in the bank? He wants 181, he wants 161 after that.
137.
Phil started off very well against Hendo. John Anderson didn't play well against Phil at all in the first round, lost 10-2.
You require 44.
Shame for the likeable Scotsman. He'll be back. Double 16.
Games on the first leg.
Not a bad start, that. Here, a lot of little 11 darts.
I thought it was rather good. Phil Taylor breaks the throw. Andy Hamilton won the bullseye. He was not invited to bat first by Phil Taylor. He wouldn't take that risk in a game where there is a sudden death leg, which would come at 15 all, but I mean it's a long way off and unlikely to be reached. But Phil Taylor not in the mood to take that kind of chance. Had it been sets at the World Championship, or indeed winning by 2 legs as it was here ad infinitum, he might well have put Hamilton in if he'd won the ball, but not the case. Hamilton has lost his own serve and he's already one behind, and now he's in danger of going 2 behind.
There used to be a misconception that Phil Taylor was a slow starter. Don't know where that came from. He might have lost the first leg once.
100.
When that first match, it was mentioned 95.3 average, and Andy Hamilton no doubt hoping that Phil Taylor averages something similar tonight, but it might well be a forlorn hope, because
100.
in the last 2 years, in 2014 and 2013, in those 10 matches Phil Taylor won, he's only averaged under 100 once, and that was 99 and change against Wes Newton. Amazing consistency, isn't it?
It is, yeah. He's averaged over 100 41 times at the match play. That's just incredible, really is. Well, the crowd already walking in the Taylor Wonderland. That's all Andy Hamilton wants to hear. Not only is he playing the greatest dart player that's ever walked this earth, he's now got to put up with that bellowing in his ear holes.
140.
Well, Phil Taylor coming back to have a little look at 67 to go out in 15 or fewer.
93
darts to double his advantage here at the start of this contest. So 18, one would think, for double 16.
35. And he requires 154.
Chance. 61st dart. Oh, he's going the 57 route. Nice.
$59.
Didn't work out for him.
He requires 32.
For 2-zip. Hit this in the first leg. Hits it in the second.
On the second leg. Go save. Third leg is Andy to throw first. Game on.
Well, last night, Wayne, we enjoyed the brutality of Michael van Gerwen's darts. Savage darts. Averaging
42.
excess of 110, and well, Phil Taylor will have noticed that, and it's the kind of thing that makes Phil Taylor want to up his game, raise his bar.
Yeah, there's competitions within the competition. Someone, whoever it may be, wants to be the best all the way through. If you can have the highest average in every round and win it, that really is good. Phil's done that on many occasions. He has been beaten in the
85.
second round, though. Whether he remember it or not is a different story. It was 1996. I'm sure he will. He got hammered 8-1 by Peter Everson. What a performance that was from Everson that year.
99.
Well, one of the few people, Wayne, who's knocked Phil Taylor out in the early rounds of the tournament and gone on to win it.
There was no Taylor curse then, was there?
Fen Tiger, there wasn't it?
Yes.
81.
A big one here, and Andy would be looking at another break in the face.
100.
With the exception of Terry Jenkins, who we mentioned beat him in 2007 and went out in the first round, all the people that have beaten Phil Taylor in this tournament have really disappeared off the face of the darting earth. They've become almost extinct.
Especially now when it's really tough to stay there now. The
81.
longevity of the players, he's getting shorter because it's just so tough. And this man just keeps ploughing on.
Yeah, it's the longevity that's,
44.
I think, the most remarkable thing of all, isn't it? You know, the spellbinding lists of triumphs and trophies and 9 darters, but the length of time that he's managed to keep on doing it is just beggars belief.
There was a brilliant comment from Phil
60.
a few years back now. What keeps you going, Phil? His reply was, I hate to see other people winning darts tournaments.
Well, he continues to find it strange that you could ever
58.
ask him, how do you stay
And
motivated, because he doesn't
152.
understand why anybody wouldn't be motivated. He doesn't get it. It's not in the man's psyche. Well, double 16 is Andy Hamilton's favourite.
$92.
Top.
So you require
Top, someone comes back.
139.
60. $62, treble 10.
87. And he requires 60.
These combinations have to be hit if you're going to stand a chance against Phil. Move over. When you dart stand up, 60 doesn't seem that easy. That's a cracking dart, that really is. Moves over to the left, hits the left
Game on.
hand side of that double top. That'll make you feel better, Andy, won't it?
This is a maximum.
180.
The way Phil kind of postured after that, what he posed, didn't he? I think he's thinking of the 9. I think he's already said to someone, because he gestured to the balcony as well, where friends and family might be sitting.
140.
Yes.
I bet he said, have a fiver on me.
Vogue darts, strike the pose. Oh yes, oh yes. Go on then.
180.
I think there might be a large power posse who might have backed their man to take out the 9. Twice already here he's done it.
140.
2002 and last year.
41.
Treble 20. Treble 19. Double 12.
120.
12 left.
I was absolutely certain he was going to get it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I feel a bit deflated.
140.
I had no doubt that that would be here.
Double six. He could lose the leg here. He could lose the leg here, which seemed a barely credible suggestion when he was looking at that double 12. But I tell you what, he could get broken here by the hammer, who's plodded on unnoticed. He's going to. Double 12. Can he hit what Taylor couldn't? You couldn't believe it. You couldn't believe it. He can't believe it. You can't believe it. We can't believe it.
Game on.
Well, that really would slot in pretty high up the list in the 101 Great Legs of Darts DVD.
Andy Hamilton went out in 11 darts. 3 140s, 81.
115.
That's the quality that Andy possesses. That's the mindset of the man. He didn't care what Phil was doing.
That literally is. You have witnessed there one of the great legs of World Match Play darts. Phil Taylor on a 9-darter, missed double 12. He couldn't go out in double 6, and Andy Hamilton nicked it in with the 81.
We hear so often you've got to go and play the ball. It can sometimes be impossible. But Andy Hamilton did just play the ball. It was a case of, I can't do anything about what Phil's doing. I'm just going to carry on regardless. Incredible from Andy Hamilton. Quality.
Fab.
87.
I love this game. He almost had a 9-darter in the World Final, Phil Taylor, didn't he?
He did.
2 here, as I mentioned.
60.
Or 10 in total in TV tournaments, the power. 9 darters.
Just the 10.
137.
Andy Hamilton, he carries on with a big one here, should be leading at the break. Could he win the last 3 legs of this mini session?
Incredible to think that had Phil Taylor hit that double 12, it would have been the 44th televised 9-darter. In 2002, it was the holy grail, the live televised 9-darter, wasn't it? Wow.
96.
What a great match.
126.
And a sloppy last visit from Andy. Should get a dart at bullseye. It's a good dart, good marker for 57. Didn't use it, weak. Will he be
43.
punished?
No, you require 88.
60 for 28.
Double 14 in the same vicinity. And Phil Taylor goes in front at the break after a breathtaking opening 5 legs in this second round match play matchup. Phil Taylor, a double 12 away from a 9-dart leg. He's still in front regardless of having missed that. 3-2 to the power. Continue his sequence. He will go through the £1 million prize money at the match play. That's just at the match play. It's currently a shade over 901 grand he's trousered from tournaments here since '94. And 100 grand for winning it now, but various times the prize money's been much smaller than that, obviously. Will he bother with the bull? I sincerely doubt it.
95.
It's an that's amazing, isn't it? £100,000, and now the first prize, but £1 million in total, Wayne, just here.
Well, there's many an established player that haven't even earned that in their career, let alone at one venue.
56.
Double 16.
No, you require 32.
For 4-2.
Oh, hello now then.
Games on the 6th leg.
Double
Phil
8.
Taylor. 7 leg
It's
is
the saviour
first.
for
Game
Phil
on.
Taylor. That's 4 out of 13 on double tonight. And in the tournament, 14 out of 42. So pretty similar.
59.
31% tonight, 33% overall. So still, you would say, a cause for concern for the power.
Yeah, he knows that that's not good enough. He will not win the tournament with those finishing stats, no matter how well you're playing.
140.
You would expect him, though, if the question is asked, to up those percentages. You would expect him to rise to the pressure that is put on by an opponent playing better.
He has done so often, so yes, you would. You think he'd just kind of go
58.
back to normal and do what he does. Oh, that was a good understacker from Phil.
100.
Now averaging 102.65.
He has got a fairly recent TV verdict over Phil Taylor. He beat him in the Dubai Masters in 2013, May 2013, 10-8 in the quarterfinals in Dubai. That was a very different situation from
131.
here. One, of course, it's something of an exhibition tournament, and two, it's played outdoors, that tournament, wasn't it, Wayne, at the Dubai Tennis Centre?
Yeah, it was pretty windy then, if I remember rightly, as well, and the players, it was one of the first times they were playing out there, just couldn't quite acclimatise.
130.
Andy had just beaten Phil in the Premier League prior to that as well. He was playing well then, Andy. That was when he was ranked as high as number 5.
98.
He's dropped 16 spots since then.
He lost a couple of big finals, 2012 UK to Phil Taylor in the Grand Slam of darts as well. Phil Taylor coming back for 32. That caused him a headache or two
32.
in the last leg. That's better.
Games
That's
on the
ideal.
second
That's
leg.
a confidence builder. It's a leg winner.
To throw first.
It's 5-2 to the power.
What will be concerning for Andy Hamilton is that when Phil is going for a double, he's not under extreme amounts of pressure. Andy Hamilton's scoring has been, I was going to say average, but it's not even average for him. He's hitting a few 140s and tons, but in between that there's some poor ones. If you're going to hit a bad shot against Phil Taylor, it really needs to be a 97 or 96.
140.
You've got to hit 2 trebles a visit, really.
There we go, looking for a fourth. No.
140.
Young and old, they come to watch Phil Taylor, and we've mentioned many times, haven't we, in the last couple of years, Wayne, that you really should come and watch this man throw darts while you still can, because he cannot go on forever. And it's a chance to see the 16-time world champ strut his stuff before at some point he says that's it.
Yeah, indeed, and I'm not sure how long that it's going to be before
95.
Phil hangs up his darts, but yeah, it's a kind of must have a sports fan watching the power strut his stuff.
Well, he is the best there has ever been at lots of things, but counting is certainly not one of them.
140.
A number of times you see Phil Taylor lead 166, 165, 162, 163 is. And here, and it could be significant in this leg, couldn't it? Well, it would. Well, if he'd left 167, he'd now having a shot at the bullseye.
17, Phil. Go for 17. Well, you're talking about how bad a counter he is, and then he has to ask Kirk Bevins what's left. Oh, great timing that.
There wasn't much chance of the Kirkulator getting that wrong. Ball then for the hammer.
51. 32.
14, going for the bullseye for Andy, leaves 36.
Games on the 8th leg. Phil Taylor.
6-2.
9th leg is Andy to throw first.
33.
Game on.
Phil gallop or trot to the board then? Whatever it was quicker than his normal stride. He fences it. 104.71. The average is rising.
140.
6-2 from 2-2. The 2-2 was the fourth leg when Andy Hamilton nicked it after Phil Taylor missed the double 12 for the 9 darters. Since then, Phil Taylor has
99.
bullied the hammer, blunted the hammer.
But that is the first dart Andy Hamilton has had at a double in the last 4 legs, and that was at bullseye. He's been comprehensively outscored, outplayed if you will.
66.
Yeah, it's his first quarter-final. You were talking about, Wayne, poor Andy Hamilton's recent run has been his first quarter-final since December 2013 Players' Championship finals, where he beat Ian White in the quarters and lost to Michael van Gerwen in the semi. So it's been a long old time between
95.
drinks for the hammer.
That was the tournament where he got away with it against John Park. When John missed 17 darts at a double
60.
to win the match.
Still a world record, I believe, Wayne.
I was talking to John about that the other day.
Yeah, I wonder why he'd walked off.
My trip to A&E was worth it.
58.
Well, Andy Hamilton should be first to double from here in this leg with a 14-point lead plus these.
We have said that before. Andy Hamilton's set-up shots have not been the greatest. They've got to improve.
140.
Like that, that's better. You can't really faff around against Phil because he will end up being annihilated.
57.
Oh, he's hunting
And
around the
you
ball
won
for 60s
95.
unsuccessfully. Right, no pressure on Andy. Plenty of ways to finish this. 57. He's going the ball. Now treble 10 or treble 18. Well, he's made a bit of a mess of it, has he? 56
39.
left. That is not good.
Yeah, Phil Taylor goes in with 2 big trebles. Andy Hamilton will find himself in a self-made pickle. Yeah.
140.
I didn't see the value in going for the bullseye for Andy Hamilton. Might as well have just gone 57, 632. And then three big numbers. Well, anyway, tops. Put himself under pressure. 10s.
46.
Well, in a
Going
self-made
on,
pickle,
52.
with his brain maybe in a jar at the end of it, as Taylor looks at 52 and now at 32. This would be a real body blow, and you would expect him to get this last dart in hand, but not this time.
28.
Not this time.
And he
And
requires
that would have
10.
been typical Taylor. Last dart in hand, double 16. He's missed it though.
When you're behind in a match and you're not firing on all cylinders, double 5 can prove troublesome. But Andy Hamilton, I was actually going to say he's going to put in a nice marker above it, but he pulled it. Double 1. Quality that.
Andy Hamilton.
And you heard the roar.
Phil to throw first.
And I can assure you, Phil will not want to hear many more of those. He really is an imposing figure, Andy Hamilton.
The roar of Thor. He had a hammer, Wayne, didn't he?
Yes.
95.
6-3. And that stopped the rot, stopped the streak of 4 straight legs from Phil Taylor. He had 2 darts to make it 5 off the reel, but he's still in total control of the match.
140.
Andy Hamilton has not hit a maximum yet. That's begging to be hit again, is it?
134.
Over the years, Phil Taylor, when he hasn't hit the 60, the 57s have done just as much damage.
Winners to play David Chisnell, who's had
96.
some battles with Phil Taylor over recent years, with really varying results. That terrifying toweling he took at the Grand Prix when he barely had a shot at a finishing double and got smashed 6-0 in sets. But the Grand Slam final, that's still a very, very close game. Almost defeated Phil Taylor.
Well, it was an amazing comeback, wasn't it? Looking like getting another toweling, but in the end, you're thinking he might nick it. And of course, Dave Chisnell has beaten Phil Taylor in a World Championship.
59. And he required 107.
Brendan Dolan devoured this big fish in the last match against Wade, didn't help him win. Oh, now could park a bus in the space he's got there. He can park a dart there. He now wants the ball.
131. So you require 76.
Well, Phil was appreciative, and he gave it a good try, but missed. 16 for tops. 7-3. This would hurt.
36.
He has thrown again for the second match running some sloppy darts at doubles.
Well, almost 19, left double 10, it's left double 16, now he's left double 8. And it's 6-4! Andy Hamilton wins consecutive legs for the second time in this match, and Phil Taylor is made to pay for some profligacy on the doubles at the back end of that session. He led 6-2, now it's only 6-4. Session 6-4 to Phil Taylor. Hamilton has the darts in the 11th. Can he get within a leg? A solitary leg of the 16 times world champ.
Story of the game: Phil Taylor won the first 2 legs, Andy Hamilton the next 2. Phil the next 4, Andy the next 2. Not a classic by any means, but Phil Taylor was also
96.
in the 5th leg. Mr. Dart at double 12 for a 9-darter. 180, 180, 60, 57. Mr. 24, then made a hash of it, and Andy Hamilton went out in 11 darts. Oh my.
Amazing scenes. Still the world champion Gary Anderson to come tonight against Silovic.
The Gentle. It's his nickname.
The Gentle what exactly?
Oh, I think the giant just fell off of his shirt. I don't know.
140.
He's a cracking competitor.
I don't really think he should change the nickname to the Stork. 174 here for Hamilton, looking to leave a single darter. Double 18 would do just that. Oh, I say so.
So you require 161.
Well, we were saying, weren't we, his set-up play's got to improve, and that was a perler.
64. And you require 40.
He will be within a single leg of the power if he can hit tops. Double 10, the switch. Double 5 as Charlie chases doubles and he cannot
30.
find one. And when this match gets put in the ledger, that might be a crucial miss.
Treble 18. I don't see anything wrong with double 19
57.
there.
And he requires 10.
Each to their own.
Yes, Andy. And he's back within a single leg. He's won 3 on the trot here to put the pressure on the power. when it was 6-2, Wayne, it had the air of one of those games we'd already mentioned at the match play, the 3 games he's already played against Phil Taylor, which finished 16-11, 17-9, 17-11 to Phil Taylor. It had the air of trundling on in that manner.
Yeah. Now, Andy might be thinking of upsetting the odds for the second time. He beat 5-time world champ Raymond van Barneveld in the first round. Now he's trying to take Taylor out, the 16-time world champ. Whoever comes through this bottom half is going to have to do something extraordinary.
Yabba dabba doo, Taylor, we love you. I think they were expecting to see Barney Rubble here tonight, and they'd made the sign, and they've had to. There's no Barney here. No, no. Andy got rid of him.
Be in Vegas now, Barney.
100.
2-4-5.
He'd rather be in Blackpool, Wayne, wouldn't he? We all would.
I should say so. Best show on earth.
Yeah.
Vegas.
104.
Yeah, this is Blackpool, baby, and this is World Match Play darts at its best from Andrew Hamilton, looking to level the match up. Who'd have thought that at 6-2 down? Who?
100.
It feels treble 20 hitting. Nowhere near his brilliant best. He's in control of this leg.
80.
Looking for 60.
45.
57-28. Well, he's going to go 25 or the ball. Now he's got to look at another 60.
65.
That was covered.
Well, 160 seems long range, and of course it is numerically, but I tell you what, if he plonks this first dart precisely where he wants it, it's on.
It's a great finish. He should leave at least 60 or 20, you'd have thought. Put pressure on Phil.
100. So we require 80.
Zoning in on treble 20. Well, now only one dart at the top of the shot. And his lead 60. Now is under severe threat.
We require 60.
This is a carbon copy of what Andy took out in the third leg. Well, now it's not. Double 10.
40.
That could be a vital miss.
20.
Is that the pivotal miss? Is that the pivotal point in this match? 20.
They both want to score. 20. Double 5.
10 score.
Phil Taylor now has just missed 4 darts to win this leg. 4 darts to win this leg, and there's a bit of flight biting going on. And there's a whole lot of shaking going on. The Winter Garden is being shaken by the hammer, and so's Phil Taylor. It is 6 apiece. Taylor led 6-2.
Phil Taylor missed darts at 32 to win the 9th leg. He missed darts at tops to win the 10th leg.
100.
He lost the 11th and then missed darts to win that previous leg. His doubling percentage is 27%. That isn't good enough. He must be concerned. He has to be.
Well, you'd think that anybody that had backed him at 14-1 on
100
would be fairly concerned, but bookmakers don't see too many problems for Phil Taylor even at this point. They make him 1-6 to win. Hamilton 4-1 against from this position.
Really?
You pay your money and you take your choice, Wayne.
Hold my mic, man. Hold my mic. I'm off ski.
He'll never learn. Well, you can't say at 6-all that Phil Taylor's in bother, but it's a patch of play that would concern him and his supporters.
If he was averaging 103, 104 in 40% on his doubles, I'd say, look, got a chance. He's not playing that well.
He was averaging 102, 103 very early on the piece, wasn't it? It's the patch of play that's come from the 7th, 8th leg onwards.
Yes. That's when he's really started to be punished for the missed doubles.
99.
Before then, he was outscoring Andy.
167.
Legs 6-7, 5-6-7. And after that, it really has got a bit patchy. See, this is something we haven't seen, where Andy Hamilton doesn't even have to go for a big finish. Things have changed.
3 breaks of throw apiece. Well, he needs 2 trebles here, doesn't he? Not just one, really.
99.
Hamilton will not be concerned, you wouldn't have thought. He will believe there's half a dozen darts here at 70, and he'll look to get rid of it in 3. Oh, now then. 16 for Bull.
That's twice he's actually achieved that 4 now, going for a treble 18.
So you require 144.
It's just a bit sloppy. Not punished. But 25 is no gimme.
Well, no, it's not, and he was forced by his first pull of dart to have his 3rd dart at Bull instead of the outer ring of the board. Now he's got to waste a dart, getting back to a double. He's made a little bit of a hash of this, Andy Hamilton. Can he clean up with last dart in hand, double 4?
21.
This is the importance of hitting single numbers and not missing. Double 6. Well, you're thinking that this has to go in.
Games on the 13th leg. Phil Taylor.
Well, double 12 and double 6 were his bête noire in the 4th leg when he almost got the 9-dart finish. Double 6 has come to his rescue there, but the reality was that Andy Hamilton had chance after chance after chance. He missed 1 at Bull and 2 at double.
Game on.
It was in that leg that Andy wanted 167 when Phil was on 243, hit the 61st dart and didn't even have to go for the finish. So effectively the last 6 darts were set-up play. And he did, as you said quite rightly, Rod, he made a real mess of it.
Yeah, all stemmed from missing the big 18, didn't it? Rod Harrington will be stomping round the Winter Garden, muttering to himself, don't miss the big numbers. Rodney is right.
Yeah, he says that, doesn't he?
60.
I've heard him say it.
As both players start with I was going to say an average score, it's a poor score. Oh, yes! 4 of the very best for Phil.
$137.
Well, that 13th leg,
99.
unlucky for Hamilton, could be the one that really turns the tide. It's given Phil Taylor that break of throw advantage once more.
Well, and Phil's in control of this leg as well, and then it could quite easily be 8-6 in a matter of 58 seconds. Then Andy Hamilton is under pressure. Even though these games are quite long, they really do. It doesn't take long to change. Oh, cracking Andy. After the first dart, so then go 60-54. Put some pressure on.
Games on the 14th leg.
8-6, Phil Taylor.
15th leg is Andy to throw first.
Well, Phil Taylor made a very interesting comment when interviewed earlier this week, and it was pointed out to him that Michael van Gerwen was the favourite. He immediately replied, no, he's not. No, he's not. I'm the favourite.
139.
To tell Phil, actually, Michael Van Gerwen is the favourite with sponsors. He's even money. But he was indignant that he should be the favourite because of his record at the match play. Aha!
108.
5 of the very best. Yeah, but I kind of admire that. Because if he sees himself as the favourite, therefore he thinks he's the best. And you need to be confident.
Well, he was also making the point that Michael Van Gerwen was under pressure to justify that favourites tag. Phil Taylor has done that, well, literally countless times over the last 20 to 25 years. Rewarded punters' faith in him.
I think Michael showed last night that he's the worthy favourite, averaging 110.93. Not bad, that.
92.
And Jamie Lewis played a massive part in that match as well, averaging just shy of 100 and only winning 2 legs. He's got a bright future, as Jamie.
Well, there was some pretty ordinary stuff from Phil Taylor between legs 8 and 13, but he's woken up now and he's starting to play some of his best darts once more.
170.
Well, that's fantastic. What a setup from Hamilton to ask Phil Taylor a question. Double 16 for an 11 dart leg.
Games on the 15th leg. Phil Taylor.
Getting you beauty. Has the game hinged on that 13th leg? Andy Hamilton should have taken the lead 7-6. He didn't. Phil Taylor is now in the lead himself by 3 legs, by 9 legs to 6. Made a mess of that and he knows it. But what's happened since? He's been punished.
95.
Phil Taylor took out it was only a 41, but it was a good 41, needed to go in the last leg after Andy had hit a super setup shot.
58.
Phil Taylor defending a 36-game winning streak on the Winter Garden stage, and over that time he's been in a few holes. There was a first-round game against Irving King a couple of years back when King looked like he'd had him. There was a grueling and gripping final against James Wade, where Phil Taylor believes had James Wade taken out 140, he wired double 10 that Wade would have won. He said that.
Yeah, the 2012 final.
134.
It was a brilliant game. Phil averaging 97, Andy 90. Andy Hamilton in 309 will now go for the bullseye.
139.
PDC. Another.
140. And you acquire 170.
He missed the ball for this earlier on in the match.
Brendan Dolan didn't, did he? Against James Wade.
100.
Well,
we acquire 111.
Nelson's aboard. Well, it would be if it was cricket. It starts 111. Yes, double 16.
79.
We haven't seen a Sun Plus finish yet in this match. So yet, there's plenty of time for some roof raisers. Third time Andy Hamilton has wanted 70. Third time is it a 4. Double 9.
52. We require 32.
I think he might have even sussed out to go for treble 10 by now, wouldn't you?
It's 10-6.
And Andy Hamilton is being ruthlessly punished for errors. And as Wayne rightly pointed out, a large number of those errors have come going for treble 18.
60.
Well, Andy quite likes double top, so I don't see the problem of going treble 10. Because he can't feel good about himself on the treble 18 bed. He still hits the magnificent 7. Andy Hamilton's tally of 180s is 0. I find that quite incredible.
He used to be a massive 180 hitter. I think that is what is leading to the decline. I remember in a World Championship game against Mark Durbridge, he set a world record for that round of the competition. I think it was the 3rd round at the Circus Tavern. And he hit plenty in that final of the Grand Slam of Darts against Phil Taylor. The powers average nudges towards 3 figures.
Yeah, that was around 2006, 2007. Andy
57.
Changed darts after that. He used to use thicker, heavier darts. And I think that they become more of a... Once you get 2 in there, there's nowhere else to go but smash them in.
140.
You can use darts that are too thin for you. So they don't become a barrier. Thick darts haven't done Phil any harm, have they? Or Barney for that instant, or Michael.
96. Phil, you require 85.
For his 11th leg. Double 14. That looks assured. That looks classy. He's happy about that.
18th leg is Phil to throw
Just
first.
a reminder, the match was locked at 6 apiece. And Andy Hamilton missed 3 darts to go 7-6 up. He missed them, Phil Taylor didn't. He went 7-6 up, and after that it's just become a railroad. 8-6, 9-6, 10-6, 11-6. And now, from the first signs of trouble appearing, now he's absolutely cruising. He's coasting.
More importantly for me, he's actually upped his performance. He saw a chink in Andy Hamilton, knowing that 13th leg, we uttered it at the time, it could be crucial. It was a tie turner. But now, averaging 99 point...
137.
100!
So now, a leg and a half away from a clash with Dave Chisnall. James Wade will play Gary Anderson or Mensur Suljovic. That's the last match of the night, the world champion against the Austrian.
Phil in control of this leg.
96.
Looking for an 8th 180 to leave double 12. The double 12 he missed for the 9 darter. Back in leg 4.
$135.
Superb.
$134. So you require 109.
So he wants 109 here, Phil Taylor, not 69. So it's double 16 for this 109 finish.
77. And you require 118.
He'll come back for that double 16 if Andy Hamilton can't check out 118. Well, he went treble 16 bull. Didn't like the lie on
58.
the treble 20, clearly.
So you require 32.
Got to do what he got to do to get a dart. To move 1 away from a place in the quarter-final against Dave Chisnall.
Nicely laid, and the throw first.
It got a bit messy. It did get messy around the 11th, 12th, 13th leg mark. But after that, good performance from Phil Taylor. Before that, this is kind of average, to be honest. Andy Hamilton will rue the misses in leg 13.
137.
As Phil punishes another shot.
So Phil Taylor leaves 3-6-4. And Andy Hamilton, having gone off 43, picks up 2 big trebles after the single one. Looked like it was going to be trouble for Hamilton. Still is trouble, of course. He's got half a dozen legs running.
Phil, being the ruthless character he is, he'll just want to wrap this up. It's on his throw, so it's actually his leg to win it.
Back-to-back 137s for Phil Taylor. Talking of which, there's another. Well, after the relief of winning that 13th leg, he's turned that relief into an average of 100.5 and a 6-leg advantage.
He will still be concerned with his doubles. We know he has high standards for himself, but they have not looked convincing at times. 60 for Bull. Still haven't seen a ton plus 63. Finish. This is the easiest 3-figure finish, I tell ye. 60. Tops for Andy. Well, he was aggressive.
40.
So, 65. To make it 7 consecutive legs and another place in the semi-finals. The quarter-finals, he wants tops. Double 10 for the match, and Phil Taylor pulled away in the latter stages. At 6-all, there was a hint of trouble for the defending champion, but he ran off 7 straight legs.